afternoon, and welcome to the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Daniela Ramirez.
And I'm Alex Lai. Thanks for joining us today. 3 San Diego University football players are being accused of raping an underage girl at an off-campus party in a civil lawsuit. One of the accused is former SDSU player Matt Ariza, who has been dropped from the Buffalo Bills after the lawsuit was announced. Others are Xavier Leonard and Naulin Pa'a Ewaliko, who are no longer on SDSU's football roster.
Head football coach Brady Hoke and athletic director John David Wicker held a press conference about the season-opening game. However, reporters focused on the rape allegations against former SDSU football players rather than the game. Coach Hoke said he supports the city's investigation and he was not aware of the former punter Matt Ariza's alleged involvement in the rape until the civil suit was released by Jane Doe's attorney Dan Gillian. Last week, Associated students held an all-council meeting where SDSU President Adela De La Torre commented on the allegations and took questions from only College Counsel. Daily Aztec reporter Alex Lai attended has more.
Hey Aztecs, it's Alex Lai. In a University College Council meeting, SDSU President Adela De La Torre and Executive Board addressed the recent rape allegations against 3 former football players.
I think it's important to understand that within a month, maybe a couple days after, we reached out to the victim through the San Diego Police Department to ask if there was anything that we could do through our Title IX office. And indeed we did that, not once and twice. And the victim chose not to respond. And that is her right, and we respect the right.
In her speech, De La Torre said she wanted to be clear that there has never been a cover-up of the case and that the implication is truly offensive. De La Torre continued on to say the university is justified in its decision to not interfere with the San Diego Police Department investigation.
When I look at what I did, what my team did, and I say our whole team, our leadership team, our legal team, unequivocally it was the right decision. Unequivocally. And I cannot say, and I would not be honest with you if I said I would change it just because of the media firestorm. One always has to do the right thing. And in this case, it was the right thing to allow the criminal investigation process occur unimpeded. Unimpeded.
Saturday was SDSU's first game in the new Snapdragon Stadium. After 2 years of construction, Aztecs will no longer have to travel to Carson, California to watch their team play. Here's live producer Flower Smith with more from the stadium's opening.
Hey Aztecs, I'm here at Snapdragon Stadium, and today marks exactly 2 years and 2 days since SDSU broke ground on the stadium. Snapdragon Stadium held its ribbon-cutting ceremony, celebrating SDSU in taking ownership of the site, marking the first step in SDSU's Mission Valley development. Intercollegiate Athletics Director John David Wicker and President Adela De La Torre snipped the ribbon, symbolizing the opening of Snapdragon Stadium. Snapdragon Stadium holds 35,000 seats and brings social spaces, local food and beverage partners, all while letting the fans create their own experiences.
This is about the future of this great city.
Don McGuire, Chief Marketing Officer of Qualcomm, told the Daily Aztec that this is an exciting time for students.
We're going to be delivering augmented reality experiences that are one-to-one as well as one-to-many and many-to-many. So there's going to be a lot of fun to be had, whether it's before game time or at halftime. You'll see some really cool experiences powered by Snapdragon in stadium.
This momentous occasion for Snapdragon Stadium is the future of San Diego sports and entertainment for generations to come.
Baxter Field at Snapdragon Stadium is victory. The Mission Valley project is victory. And it's not just victory for San Diego State University. It's victory for our entire community of San Diego.
Come opening day on September 3rd when the Aztecs play against the University of Arizona Wildcats in the season home opener. And for the Daily Aztec, I'm Flower Smith. Hey
The first football game of the season was on a hot day here in San Diego, but the competition was even hotter. Aztec football had their season opener against Arizona Wildcats, a tough loss for the team. The final score was 38-20. Now, it wasn't a game filled with losses. Tyrell Shavers, Jordan Bird, and Jalen Armstead made touchdowns in the brand new stadium.
On the defensive side, Michael Shaycroft achieved 9 tackles and 4 solo stops. Alongside him, Noah Avinger and Patrick McMorris each had 8 tackles.
Women's cross country had their opening meet on Thursday at UC Irvine, placing 4th in the 4K, which is 2.5 miles. The returning runners from last season, Jessica Kane, Lauren Harper, and Taylor Luston, all improved their times from last year.
Women's soccer tied both of their games this past weekend against San Diego 0-0 and UC San Diego with a 2-2 score.
If you didn't get a chance to check out Snapdragon Stadium, football plays there again against Idaho at 5 p.m. Hopefully it's a little cooler that day. Men's soccer plays UNLV and Denver this weekend here at home, 7 p.m. Can't forget our women's volleyball team this Friday at Peterson Gym. First 50 fans can get free donuts, so you don't want to miss out.
SDSU is now offering comic-driven courses in its curriculum. These classes will dive into representation, history, and social justice issues by analyzing comics. There are currently 5 comic classes being offered, with 10 more being added within the next 2 years. Current courses include Comics and History, Native Americans in Comics and Graphic Arts, Graphic History, the Visual Odyssey in Sequential Media, and Illustration. This is thanks to a grant gifted by the National Endowment for the Humanities. If you're a comic lover or interested in these courses, check them out in the SDSU course catalog.
Well, that's all for us here in the studio today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and catch the Daily Aztec live every Wednesday at noon on YouTube.
Check out our website and the Daily Aztec social media for more on what's happening at SDSU. Thanks so much for joining us.